A warm welcome to all. Myself, Arajita Nancy Rani, Professor, Department of Psychiatric Nursing, Sri Balaji College of Nursing, Bharat Institute of Higher Education and Research is going to present the topic National Mental Health Program. Objectives. At the end of the class, the students acquire knowledge, skills in implementing National Mental Health Program, change in attitudes of National Mental Health Program. We support mental health awareness. Mental health is real. It is not a joke. It impacts everyone. It needs to be accepted really. Mental health. Mental health is defined as a state of well-being in which every individual realizes his or her own potential, can cope with normal stressors of life, can work productively and fruitfully, and is able to make a contribution to her or his community. This definition was given by WHO. Mental illness. A mental illness is a medical condition that disrupts a person's thinking, feeling, mood, ability to relate to others, and daily functioning. Mental illness or medical condition that often result in a diminished capacity for coping with the ordinary demands of life. This definition was given by National Alliance on Mental Illness. International Classification of Mental Disorder, F00 to F09. It deals with the organic, including symptomatic mental disorder. F10 to F19 deals with the mental and behavioral disorder due to psychoactive substance use. F20 to F29, it deals with schizophrenia, schizotypal, and delusional disorder. F30 to F39 deals with the mood disorders. F40 to F48 deals with the neurotic, stress-related, and somatoform disorders. F50 to F59, behavioral symptoms associated with the physiological disturbances and physical factors. F60 to F69, disorders of adult personality and behavior. F70 to F79, mental retardation. F80 to F89, disorders of psychological development. F90 to F98, behavioral and emotional disorders with onset usually occurring in childhood and adolescence. F99 deals with the unspecified mental disorder. 10 facts on mental health. Fact 1. Around 20% of the world's children and adolescents have mental disorders or problem. About half of mental disorders begins before the age of 14. Fact 2. Mental and substance use disorders are the leading cause of disability worldwide. Fact 3. About 80 lakh people commit suicide every year. Suicide is the second leading cause of death in 15 to 29-year-old. There are indications that for each adult who died of suicide, there may have been more than 20 others attempting suicide. Fact 4. War and disasters have a large impact on mental health and psychological well-being. Rates of mental disorder tend to double after emergencies. Fact 5. Mental disorder are important for the risk factors for other diseases as well as unintentional and intentional injuries. Mental disorders increase the risk of getting ill from other diseases such as HIV, cardiovascular diseases, diabetes, and vice versa. Fact 6. Stigma and discrimination against patients and families prevent people from seeking mental health care. This stigma can lead to abuse, rejection, and isolation and exclude people from health care or support. Fact 7. Human rights violations of people with mental and psychosocial disability are voluntarily reported in most countries. These include physical restraints, circulations, and denial of basic needs and privacy. Fact 8. Globally, there is huge inequity in the distributions of resources for mental health. Shortage of psychiatrists, psychiatric nurses, psychologists, and social workers are among the main barriers to provide treatment. Worldwide, there was a much shortage in the mental health team members. Fact 9. There are 5 key barriers to increase the mental health services availability. First one, the absence of mental health from the public health agenda and the implications for funding. Besides the deprivations of much funded amount, there is no plan in implementing all the programs to every sector of people. The current organization of mental health services. The current organization of mental health services starts from the higher level to the lower level, and it aims at implementing all the program to all the sectors of the people. Lack of integration within primary care. The primary care should have integrations with every sectors of the services to implement an appropriate mental health care. Inadequate human resources plays a major role in preventing the services to reach every sector of the society. Lack of public mental health leadership. The persons who have to take a leadership role because of inability of that persons, the mental health services cannot be available to every sectors. Fact 10. Financial resources to increase the services are relatively modest. Government, donors, and groups representing mental health services, users, and their families need to work together to increase the mental health services, especially in low and middle income countries. Important factors leaded to National Mental Health Program for India. The Organization of Mental Health Services in Developing Countries, a set of recommendations by an expert committee of the World Health Organization. So, an expert committee from the WHO set a set of plans to be followed for the implementation of National Mental Health Program. That includes the basic mental health care should be joined with the general health services and be provided by non-specialized health workers at all the levels. It specifically implies the importance of training program for every sectors of the persons so that the mental health services will reach the every societal people. Carry out one or more pilot program to the practicability of including basic mental health care in an already established program of health care in a defined rural or urban population. So the program should be planned in such a way that it should have to see the practicability of all the services, whether it is in rural area or in urban population. Training programs, including simple manuals of instruction for training of health workers, should be devised and evaluated. So a training manual should be developed and should be issued to the public sectors so that everyone create an awareness in implementing the National Mental Health Program. Starting of a specialized designated community mental health unit as the National Institute of Mental Health and Neuroscience, NIMHANS, in Bangalore, 1975. This was the basic break in developing the National Mental Health Program. Mental health needs assessment and situation analysis in over 200 villages in Bangalore rural district, covering a population of about 1 lakh, were carried out by the Community Mental Health Unit of NIMHANS. Simple method of identification and management of persons with mentally illness, mental retardation, and epilepsy in the rural community by primary care personnels were developed so that the primary care personnels were given a training, instructions or manual. So it will be helpful for them to identify the early diagnosis of patient so that the patients were identified and they were brought to medical attention at the right time. Pilot training program in basic mental health care from primary health workers or personnels who conducted in various primary health centers such as Anekal, Malur, and Solur in Bangalore, rural Kolar and Tumkur districts in Karnataka state. All these states, the programs were implemented to check the feasibility and viability. Simple mental health educational materials which could be used by multi-purpose health workers in rural areas were also developed so that every person get the manual instructions on training program to build awareness of the basal mental health services. A variety of methods for evaluating the training mental health provided to primary health centers personnels were developed and tested. Based on the pilot experience from its rural mental health center, the Community Mental Health Unit at NIMHANS developed a strategy for taking mental health care to the rural areas through the existing primary health care network. So they developed a strategy for implementing the National Mental Health Program to the primary health personnel to implement the mental health services. World Health Organization multi-counter project as strategies for extending mental health services into the community. It was developed in 1976 to 1981. The purpose model of integrating mental health with the general health services and providing basic mental health care by trained health workers and doctors as an integral part of primary health care received substantial support from a multi-country collaborative project initiated by the WHO and carried out in 7 geographically defined areas in 7 developing countries like Brazil, Colombia, Egypt, India, Philippines, Senegal, and Sudan. The Department of Psychiatry at the Postgraduate Institute of Medical Education and Research in Chandigarh was the center in India, and the model was developed in the Raipur Rani block in Haryana state. Like that, in India, many strategies were developed by various people, and the final plan was formulated to enhance the National Mental Health Program. The Declaration of Alma Ata to achieve health for all by 2000 by Universal Provisional of Primary Health Care in 1978. According to the Alma Ata Declaration, primary health care is essential health care based on practical, scientific, sound, and socially acceptable method and technology made universally accessible to individuals and families in the community through their full participation and at a cost that the community and the country can afford to maintain at every stage of their development in the spirit of self-determination. Hence, the main aim was concentrated in the community, that the cost that the community can offer to maintain at every stage was given much emphasis. Indian Council of Medical Research, Department of Science and Technology, collaborative project on severe mental morbidity. During the late 1970s and early 1980s, ICMR and DST of Government of India funded a 4-center collaborative study to evaluate the feasibility of training primary health center staff to provide mental health care as a part of their routine work. So the routine work for the mental health care was started and trained manual were given for primary health center staff. At the end of 1 year period, about 20 of the actual cases were identified and managed by the primary health centers personnel under the overall supervision of the central staff. In 1982, the above factors contributed into a small measure to the drafting of the National Mental Health Program. Thus, the strategies provided by every sector was finally concluded to make the National Mental Health Program. The draft of National Mental Health Program, written by an expert drafting committee, which consists of some of the leading senior psychiatrists in India. The objectives of National Mental Health Program were to ensure the availability and accessibility of minimum mental health care for all the foreseeable future, particularly to the most vulnerable and underprivileged section of the population. That is, every population should receive the mental health services and the availability and accessibility should reach the basic sector of the population to encourage the application of mental health knowledge in general health and in social development. So the mental health service knowledge should be applied in general health services also to promote community participation in the mental health services development and to stimulate efforts towards self-help in the community. The community participation should be encouraged and the community participations should be developed and self-help group in the community should be encouraged. What happened after National Mental Health Program 1982? No budgetary estimates or provisions were made for the implementation of the program. There was lack of clarity regarding who should fund the program. So in the beginning, there was no clarification regarding the National Mental Health Program. A greater confusion evolved. The federal government of India or the state government of India, who perpetually has inadequate funds for healthcare. So there was a lack of clarity regarding the funding of the program. Great doubts were expressed about the feasibility of implementing the program in larger population. The need for planning the implementation of the program at the district level was highlighted. 5 specific periods from 1982. From 1982 to 1990, development of the pilot district mental health program at Bellary districts in Karnataka. From the late 80s to 1996, training of trainers and sensitization workshops were organized. So the strategy plans were made into action and lot of workshops, seminars and conferences were conducted to make the people to get aware of the National Mental Health Program. Primary health center workers were identified and can be trained and supervised to identify and manage certain type of mental disorder and epilepsy along with the routine work at the primary health centers. Most mental health professionals were disinterested in the aspects of mental health. The country office of the WHO supported a program of training mental health professionals to become trainers of primary care staff and program managers of National Mental Health Program. Funding was also made available for holding nationwide sensitization programs for senior health administration. A national workshop organized by NIMHANS collaboration with the Health and Family Welfare Government of India involving the health departments, all the states and union territories in February 1996 strongly recommended that National Mental Health Program should be activated by sanction of adequate funds from central government. The workshop further recommended that district mental health program should be implemented in each state, union territory, and the Bellary program as developed by NIMHANS could serve as a prototype. So the Bellary program, which was developed by NIMHANS, was served as the basic tool proof for organizing the national mental health programs in various setups. The emphasis should be involved the family in looking after, and special emphasis should be given to the poor, weaker, and underprivileged section of the society. The various workshops, conferences, and seminars were also organized. The workshop also suggested various requirements and components such as human resources, equipments, beds, etc. for such a district mental health program. The Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India formulated district mental health program under National Mental Health Program. It was as a fully centrally funded 5-year pilot scheme. So all these pilot schemes and programs, seminar and conferences plays a major protocol for planning and implementing the national mental health programs. 1996 to 97 to 2002 9th 5-year plan, which implementation of the district mental health program was much emphasized. The district mental health program was launched during 1996 to 97 in 4 districts, 1 district each in Andhra Pradesh, Assam, Rajasthan, and Tamil Nadu. The objectives were to provide sustainable mental health services to the community and to integrate these services with other services. A continuity of mental health services is required and this should be provided to the community. Early detection and treatment of patients within the community itself. So early diagnosis, this should be practiced by the primary health worker staffs. They should be trained and the work manual should be distributed in such a way they easily recognize, identify the patient and brings the patient to medical attention to see that patients and their relatives do not have to travel long distance to go to hospitals or nursing homes in cities. So the mental health services should have a feasible availability for the people to reach the mental health services. To take the professional persons to the hospitals to reduce the stigma attached towards mental illness through change of attitude and public education to treat and rehabilitate mentally ill patients discharged from the mental hospital within the community. So the discharged patients from the mental hospitals should be treated and they should be under the medical attentions. The 9th plan period was also facilitated by a variety of other factors such as further recommendations and resolutions by the Central Councils of Health and Family Welfare, the wide media publicity, public outcry, and interventions by the Supreme Court of India. Following the Irwadi tragedy, wherein 26 chained mentally ill persons were accidentally killed in a fire accident that took place in Irwadi Dargah in Ramanathapuram district of Tamil Nadu state in August 2001. 2002 to 2007, the 10th 5-year plan period, National Mental Health Implementations followed a series of meetings with mental health professionals involved in district mental health program and various other stakeholders. District mental health program to 100 more districts that strengthen facilities and services at secondary and tertiary levels of mental health provisions to support the growing district mental health program. The Planning Commission of India approved a budget of 190 crores during the 10th 5-year plan. The 5 strategies adapted were: expand the district mental health program to 100 districts, upgrade and strengthen the departments of psychiatry to improve treatment and training facilities, better mental health facilities at General Hospital and Medical College Hospital settings were expected to bring down the load on mental hospitals. Modernize and transform mental hospital to improve patient care and prevent long stay. Stronger emphasis and funding for activities providing mental health IEC activities to community. Support research and training. From 2007 onwards, dealing with the trained human resources, approved rupees 408 crores in 11th plan is for setting up 10 centers of excellence in the field of mental health. Centers will focus on training psychiatrists, clinical psychologists, psychiatric social worker, and psychiatric nurses. 33 government medical colleges would also be supported for starting postgraduate courses or increase the intake capacity for postgraduate training in mental health. So, based on all the strategies, National Mental Health Program was formulated in 1982 with the objective to ensure the availability and accessibility of minimum mental health care for all in the foreseeable future, particular to the most vulnerable and underprivileged section of the population, to encourage the application of mental health knowledge in general healthcare and in social development, to promote community participation in the mental health service development, and to stimulate efforts towards self-help in the community. Aims: prevention and treatment of mental and neurological disorders and their associated disabilities, use of mental health technology to improve general health services, application of mental health principles in total national development to improve quality of life. Strategies: integrating mental health with primary health care to the National Mental Health Program, provisions of tertiary care institutions for treatment of mental disorders, eradicating stigmatization of mentally ill patients and protecting their rights through regulatory institutions like the Central Mental Health Authority and State Mental Health Authority. Mental health care. The mental morbidity requires priority in healthcare delivery and treatment. Primary health care at village and sub-center level. At the primary health center level, district hospital level, mental hospitals, and teaching psychiatric units. The mental morbidity requires priority healthcare delivery and treatment. Modern treatment of schizophrenia, dementia, encephalopathies reduce disabilities to a great extent. The proper recognition and treatment is very important to reduce the morbidity in the community. Primary health care at village and sub-center level. Multi-purpose workers and health supervisors trained to deal with the management of psychiatric emergencies, maintenance of treatment, advice from the higher center, management of grand mal epilepsy through the utilization of appropriate medicine under the guidance of medical doctor and school doctor, management of children with mental retardation and behavior problems, counseling of patients suffering from alcohol and drug use disorders. At the primary health center level, medical officers were trained to provide the following services: supervision of multi-purpose workers and health supervisors, producing mental diagnosis with the help of flow chart and neurological examinations, treatment of mental disorder that can be managed at the primary health centers, epidemiological surveillance of mental morbidity, along with the planning and implementation of programs for the same. District level, it was recognized to be at least one psychiatrist attached to every district hospital as an integral part of district health services. The district hospital should have 30 to 50 psychiatric beds. 3 should be provision of admission and treatment of all kind of mental disorder, ECT, and further referral services. Mental hospital and teaching psychiatric unit. Major activities of these higher centers of psychiatric care include help in care of difficult cases, teaching, specialized facilities like occupational therapy unit, psychotherapy units, counseling, and behavioral therapy. Components of National Mental Health Program, District Mental Health Program, Manpower Developmental Schemes, Centers of Excellence and setting up, strengthening PG, training, Department of Mental Health Specialties, modernization of state-run mental hospitals, upgradation of psychiatric wings of medical college, general hospitals, IEC, training, research, monitoring, and evaluation. District Mental Health Program launched under National Mental Health Program in the year 1996 in 9th 5-year plan. The District Mental Health Program was based on various models. The components include early detection and treatment, training, imparting short-term training to general physicians for diagnosis and treatment of common mental illness with a limited number of drugs under guidance of specialists. The health workers are being trained in identifying mental ill persons. IEC, public awareness generation, was regulated to create awareness. Monitoring, the purpose is for simple record keeping. Starting with various districts in 1996, that program was expanded to 27 districts by the end of 9th plan. The District Mental Health Program envisages a community-based appropriations to the problem, which includes training of mental health team at identical nodal institutions, increase awareness and reduce stigma related to mental health problems, provide services for early detection and treatment of mental illness in the community, OPD, indoor and follow-up, provide valuable data and experience at the level of community, at the state and center for future planning and improvement in services and research. Conducted an evaluation in 2008, added life skills education and counseling for schools, college counseling services, workplace stress management, suicide prevention services. The team, including in district mental health program, a psychiatrist, clinical psychologist, psychiatric social worker, psychiatric community nurse, program manager, program case registry assistant, record keeper, principles, goals, and objectives of district mental health program in the 12th plan. Principles: a life course perspective with attention to the unique need of children, adolescents, and adults, a recovery perspectives through provisions of services across the continuum of care and empowerment of persons with mental illness and their caregivers, an equity perspective through specific attention to vulnerable groups and to ensure geographical access to mental health services. An evidence-based perspective by following the established group experiences, treatments, and delivery models. A health system perspective with clearly defined roles and responsibility for each sector from community to district hospital, and includes a cascading model of capacity building and supervision. A right-based perspective to ensure right of the person with mental illness or protected and respected by mental health services. Goal: to improve health and social outcome related to mental illness. Objectives: the primary objectives of district mental health program is to reduce distress, disability, premature morbidity related to mental illness and enhance recovery from mental illness by ensuring the availability of and accessibility to mental health for all in the 12th plan period, particularly to the most vulnerable and underprivileged section of the population. The other objectives are to reduce the stigma attached towards mental illness, to promote community participation in the mental health service development, and to stimulate efforts during the community self-help to increase access to preventive services to the population at risk, in particular, addressing the risk of suicide and attempted suicide. To inform the persons with mental illness to caregivers, professionals, and other stakeholders of the right of persons with mental illness and ensure that rights are respected during the provision of care and services. To broad-base mental health into other related programs such as RCH, SSA, workplace interventions, and similar. To ensure a motivating and empowering workplace for staff by allowing an opportunity to improve their skill and recognition of their work. To generate knowledge and evidence related to the service of the delivery of mental health and services. To improve the infrastructure for mental health service delivery. To establish governance, administrative accountability mechanism to realize the above objectives. Monitoring of the district mental health program, Minister of Health and Family Welfare, DGHS, Central Monitoring Agency for District Mental Health Program, Joint Director of Mental Health, a secretariat with a staff including coordinator, project assistant, data entry operator, statisticians, and a clerk, State Monitoring Agency, Joint Director of Mental Health, Secretary of the State Mental Health Authority, project coordinator, the medical background, meet district mental health program once in 3 months, visit each district mental health program and meet medical officer in 6 months. District level district program officer, visit each taluk monthly, meets the medical officer in taluk monthly. Barriers in implementation of district mental health program. Administrative barriers, Some centers did not submit the utilization certificate that contributed for the delay. Release of the fund was problem for district mental health program, not given the clear guidance for operate fund, lack of coordination between the workers result in delay in training program, operation of accounts, purchase of drugs and stationery for the program. Lack of manpower resources, non-availability of stocks like psychiatrists, psychologists, and social worker, lack of time and interest of the psychiatrist for the program, lack of commitment on continuation of services is a major barrier to recruit personnel. Motivational barriers, poor pay scale, untimely staff transfer, unfilled vacancies in primary health centers lead to transfer of work to the rest. General issues, doctors are often poor leaders and this undermines their role as a head of the primary care team. A frequent interpersonal problems between the doctors and the paramedical staff breaks down the communication and this seriously hampers efficiency. Doctors spend a lot of time in curative and outpatient work. Private practice of doctors reduce their availability for hospital work. Modernization of state-run mental hospital. One-time grant, ₹3 crore per hospital is provided for construction repair of existing building, purchase of cots and equipment, provision of infrastructure such as water tanks and toilet facilities, not cover recurring expenses towards running the mental hospital, and cost towards drugs and consumables, increasing bed strength, etc. Upgradations of psychiatric wings of medical college and general hospital. Every medical college should ideally have a department of psychiatry with the minimum of 3 faculty members and inpatient facilities of about 30 beds as per the norms laid down by the Medical Council of India. One-time grant of ₹50 lakh for upgradation of infrastructure and equipment as per the existing norms for government hospitals. The aim of the scheme is to strengthen the training facilities in the states and graduates and postgraduates at psychiatry wings of government medical college and hospitals. The grant covers construction of new ward, repair of existing ward, procurement of items like cots, tables, equipments for psychiatric use such as modified ECTs. Manpower development scheme to improve the training infrastructure in mental health. 2 schemes, that is A, Center of Excellence, B, setting up strengthening PG training, Department of Mental Health Specialties were started. IEC activities aim is increasing awareness and removal of stigma for mental illness. ₹1 crore is allotted for the purpose of IEC activities. Concluded, thus, National Mental Health Program ensure the availability of mental health services to every sector of the population in preventing and using of mental health services to all the level of the people in implementing mental health services.